Here's what happened so far. As the search for the remaining orbs continues, our heroes run aground on a strange spit of sand called the Strand. There, they meet a beautiful mermaid called Michelle, who has apparently been awaiting the return of Kai, her husband-to-be. They are determined to be together despite the curse that usually prevents man and mermaid from marrying. At Michelle's insistence, the party set sail for the village of Honolulu to find her beau and tell him to hurry up. In exchange, the mermaid promises to lead them to the undersea kingdom of Nautica, where they hope to learn more of the giant pearl said to have sunk to the seabed. Oh, this place is quaint.
Here we are in beautiful Honolulu, a seaside paradise that Shell tells me is home to the prettiest pals in all the world.
Pearls!
Bright blue waves, pure white sands, and fabulous jewels just lying on the beach. Truly, darlings, this is the promised land.
What he said.
Although it does seem a little less promising than I expected, where is everybody?
Something's not right here. Still, it's not our problem. Let's just find this Kai guy and get out of here.
That's not the spirit. Welcome to Honolulu, the seaside paradise of crystal waters and perfect pearls. We hope you enjoy your stay. Not really sure why everybody has a southern accent. Oh, you're looking for Kai. I don't know that boy had any friends. You should go see his ma. You usually find her up at the church. During the day, anyhow. As soon as the sun sets, she runs home and refuses to come out until it's light again. They're kind of a weird family. $3,000 gold. I think I might go back to the casino. I'm out of money. Oh, treasure. Cautery swords. Let's see what that does. Oh, there it is. So it's going to bring my charm down, but my attack goes up by 9. A blade that can be used in battle to summon scorching flames to frazzle your foe. Alright, well, I'll have to check it out. It looks pretty cool. The gold doesn't match though. It's too bad it isn't silver, that way it would match. I just saved myself 4,400 gold. Good stuff. Probably wouldn't hurt to put some money in the bank. There are children running the place. It's child labor while mom just sleeps.
I'm so lucky to have such good kids. Even when their mama's sick, I can rely on them to keep the business going. I don't know what I did to deserve them. I am so thankful I could cry.
It's disappointing that she's ill. I'll take her money, though.
Kai and me, we don't really get along. He's always gotta try and be so serious. That guy needs to loosen up and let his hair down once in a while.
Aerofoil earrings. I can't say I know what the heck. Oh, did I miss pumpkins? Oh.
There's nothing I love more than the sound of cannon fire. As far as I'm concerned, every day should start and end with a bang. My late husband, rest his soul, made all the cannons you'll see dotted around the village, and he made them just for me. They're louder than anything. I'll fire this one again when the sun sinks beneath the horizon, so keep your ears open.
Look! Auntie's here! The show's about to begin! Are you all paying attention? Good. Then I'll tell you the tale of the terrible curse that befell our village long ago. The curse of a crafty creature with a face as pretty as a pearl, but a heart as black as coal. Now, let's begin.
Have they trained these kids to hate mermaids? To think that they're evil?
Once upon a time, a master fisherman lived in Lonalulu. He caught more fish and gathered more pearls than any of the other men in the village. The mayor of Lonalulu, the big kahuna, was very fond of this fisherman and offered him the hand of his beloved daughter. The fisherman and the kahuna's daughter agreed to be married, and the future of the village looked bright. Until the day of the storm. The fisherman was caught up in a terrible tempest, and he and his catch were thrown into the ocean. As he sank through the water, he saw the pearls he had gathered shining like stars all around him. The light faded, and he prepared to meet his maker. But instead, he met her, a mermaid more beautiful than any creature he had seen before. She held him in her arms and whispered in his ear, "I will give you your life if you give me your soul."
What the heck?
Many days passed, and the fisherman did not return. The people of the village thought him dead and held a funeral for him on the beach. But just as they were beginning to sing his soul into the next world, he appeared, exhausted but alive. The kahuna's daughter was overjoyed to have her beloved home and stayed by his bedside night and day, nursing him back to health. But the fisherman was no longer the man she knew. All day he would stare out to sea, muttering over and over, "I must marry that mermaid." Then one day he threw his fiancée aside and ran to the harbor screaming, "I must go back to her." The kahuna was furious. He banished the fisherman from the village and burned his boat so he could never set sail again. And so, the man who was once the pride of Honolulu spent the rest of his days alone on Saikiki Beach, haunted by the mermaid who stole his soul. That's all for today, children. I'll tell you the rest of the story tomorrow.
Good grief.
Mermaids are scary! Whoa! The mermaid's coming to steal our souls! Run! Aloha, friends. Is there anything I can do for you?
Maybe. We're looking for a fisherman called Kai. Do you know where we can find him?
He was banished to that beach.
Oh my! What a coincidence! You must be looking for my son, Kainui. Are you friends of his? I'm afraid he's not here at the moment. All the men have sailed west to fight the giant squid that's been attacking our ships. If you want to hurry things along, maybe you could go lend a hand. Once that monster's dealt with, they'll all come back to the village, sure enough. But be wary, friends. That squid isn't the only danger out on the seas. Don't let a crafty mermaid make you all pupule. I'd hate to see you go crazy.
My boy Kakune sailed west with the rest of the men. They've gone to do something about that tentacular that's been attacking our ship. If you're looking for him, that's where he'll be. But be careful out there, traveler. There are scarier things than that giant squid in the sea. If you spy a mermaid, steer well clear, or you'll be waving aloha, or to your soul.
So on my way to this village, I noticed there was a group of boats together. I think that's where I actually have to go.
Watch your boss, Packabo the Stallion, is it?
There they are. Okay.
Ooh, these must be the gallant squid hunters. I wonder which one's our blushing husband to be. Yoo-hoo! Over here! Excuse me, which one of you big brave boys is Kai? They look like they're saying something, but I can't quite make it out. A good view? I love you?
Behind you? Oh, above you.
Above you?
Look out! Up there!
Why was there a boat falling from the sky?
Oh, you have got to be kidding!
I'm ready for anything.
Okay, this should be kind of interesting. I don't even know what to do. Oh, that's awesome. Veronica's almost dead. And Veronica is now dead. Lord have mercy.
Thanks.
something. Dude.
Wow!
He's kind of tough. Well, somebody needs to heal Serena because I doubt she'll heal herself and she's gonna die if nobody heals her, so. Okay. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. The Tentacular is defeated.
Not bad, eh?
Not bad for a day's work.
Thank you! Darlings, it was nothing, really!
He didn't do anything.
Mahalo, mahalo. Whoever you people are, I can't thank you enough. But I can sure feed you enough. Tonight we're gonna have a luau to remember, and you're gonna be the guests of honor. Get ready to drink, dance, and fill your belly with fish till you fall down. Come one, come all to Lonalulu.
Oh, I guess I can save. She might be a little tipsy.
Well, I might have had a few tasty beverages, but I can still speak with the spirits.
Oh, she can say that, fine.
I asked about I've asked around about Kai, but nobody around here has seen him. Seems he's not much of a party person. Michelle's still waiting for us back on that island. We should try to track him down as soon as we can.
And where do you think you're going? You're off to look for Kai, aren't you? Well, I'm coming with you. Oh, hello, Veronica. What are you doing out here?
Ugh! Those stupid fishermen said the party was only for grown-ups, so they couldn't let me in. Is every bar in the world full of stubborn idiots or something? Anyway, you're going to look for Kai, aren't you? I've got nothing better to do, so I might as well join you.
Here we are, having the biggest luau in a generation. And Kai still won't join in. Made some excuse about having to go down to the dock to fix his friend's boat. I'm sure you're keen to get going. But how could we let our heroes leave in such a shabby ship? After all you've done for us, it's the least we can do to give it a spring clean. We'll work through the night if we have to. By the time we're done, it'll be shining like a well-oiled cannon. Why don't you go let your hair down until then, huh?
Oh, hey, you're the guys who beat the Tentacular, right? We owe you one for that, for sure. You should get back to the luau. I'll bet the rest of the men will be missing their guests of honor already. Unless you got some business with me? You're looking for a guy called Kai, right? Sure, that's me. Kai Nui to my ma, but everybody else just calls me Kai. What do you want?
Sorry, but I'm not the man from your story. You must have me mixed up with somebody else.
Nope.
nonsense. We know you're the only Kai in Lonalulu. If you never meant to marry that poor mermaid, you should never have proposed to her.
Yeah.
Hey, go easy on the accusations, will you? People here got no love for mermaids. If they think I do, I'll be in trouble. The Kai you're looking for is my grandfather, Kainoa. I take it you've heard the tale of the mermaid's curse?
So that is the person that was.
Yes, your mother
sent
told
away.
us all about it. But I can't see what an old fairy tale has to do with anything. You can't keep Michelle waiting any longer.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not a fairy tale, it's true. The fisherman from the story, that was my tutu, my grandpa.
Huh?
It all happened 50 years ago, and it happened just like my ma tells it. But the story didn't end there. 10 years after Grandpa got chased out of the village, the kahuna's daughter, Leilani, she married another man, and they had a kid together. After the baby came, the people started to forget about Kainoa and the curse the mermaid put on him, till one day. Another great storm struck, even more violent than the one that sent my grandfather to the bottom of the sea. The kahuna's boat went down, and him and his daughter's new husband went with it. The men who survived went to break the news to Leilani, but when they got there, her and the baby, they were nowhere to be found. The villagers said it was the mermaid's revenge, that she took all 4 of them because she couldn't have Kainoa. So they lit torches and they marched to Saikiki Beach to confront him. When they threw open the door of his hut, they couldn't believe what they saw. He'd been living all alone for the last 10 years, but there he was with a baby in his arms. And the baby, it was dripping with water. They ran off screaming, talking about how he must have had a kid with the mermaid. And that was the last time anyone from the village went to Saikiki.
Wait, but that baby must have been your mother, which would mean she was half mermaid, which would make you...
Cooley! Don't even say it. My mother is a human being. My grandpa found her abandoned on the beach and raised her as his own. He never had a kid with a mermaid. That's just a stupid rumor made up by a bunch of superstitious fishermen. If that mermaid really is still out there somewhere waiting for Grandpa, there's something I want you to give her. Meet me on Saikiki Beach. It's on the other side of the cape. You can get there through the chapel at the back of the village. I'll leave the door unlocked.
I guess his grandpa didn't make it.
A fisherman ran up to the church just now. He looked very upset. I do hope it's not another injury. Oh, was that Kai? How strange. I thought he'd be pleased to hear that Michelle was still thinking about him, but he looked rather gloomy.
My son just passed through here. He's always been a quiet boy, but he looked like he was biting his lip more than ever.
That door leads to Saikiki Beach. It's home to the village graveyard. where the souls of the departed are returned to the ocean. Kainui always hated that place. Why would he go there now?
This veil was my tutu's. Ma said when she found him after he died, he was just lying there holding on to it. Guess there was a reason I never threw it away. If you really know where to find that mermaid, I want you to take it to her and tell her he's dead. Look, I'm sorry if I was kinda short with you back there, but it hasn't been easy for me and my ma. After Grandpa died, they let her go back to the village and marry a local guy, but it didn't stop folks talking. But she rose above it, turned it into that story show of hers, and now that's how she makes her living. She's a smart woman, tough too. I hate that mermaid for what she's put us through, and I don't want my kids to suffer like we have. The Kahuna's finally letting me sail with the other men. The curse is nearly undone. Please, take the veil and let that be an end to it.
Hello again, my friend. I'm so happy you've returned. It's been so long since you went off. I got a bit concerned. I worried that your ship had sunk or Kai had gone away. That's why I'm singing happy songs to keep my tears at bay. But you don't need to know that. Seriously, shut up, Shell. The only thing that matters now is that you're safe and well. So tell me, did you find my Kai? Is he as well as ever? Is he on his way to meet me here so we can be together?
No, we're not gonna lie. We're gonna tell her the truth.
My Kai is dead. That can't be true. I don't believe a word. It's ludicrous, ridiculous, preposterous, absurd. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. What's that thing you're holding in your hand? A net of pearls and seashells on a pretty coral band. You say my Kai made me this veil to wear when we were wed and clutched it as he passed away? You're saying that he's dead? No, please no, it can't be so. I know he'd never break that promise that he made to me. There must be some mistake. How can my Kai have passed away? I nursed him back to health. I simply won't believe it till I've found out for myself. I need to meet the Kai you met and hear it straight from him. Take me to Honolulu. You can sail and I can swim. What's that? Why don't I come aboard? Oh, thanks. You're very kind. But there's a lot to think about. I'll follow on behind.
Cyber and his friends sail back to Honolulu. They drop anchor in the waters off Saikiki Beach to keep Michelle from the eyes of the fearful fishermen.
If the locals see a mermaid, it'll fill their hearts with fear. I'll hide on this abandoned beach and wait for Kai right here. I'm sorry to keep asking, but this is my final plea. Would you please find that man you met and bring him back to me? If I could only walk on land without harming my health, I'd run up to the village and seek out that boy myself. I'm sorry to keep asking you to do these things for me, but please find Kai and bring him here. This is my final plea.
So, did you give that mermaid the veil? Mahalo, thanks, friend. Sorry for making you take care of that for me. I should do something for you in return. Fix up your ship, go get you some pearls, maybe. Just say the word. Huh? You want me to go to Saikiki Beach with you? Why would you want to go to a lonesome place like that? Well, if you're sure that's all you want, I guess a promise is a promise. Lead the way. It's an ambush. Poor guy has no idea.
Why have you brought me here?
That voice! It's music to my ears! I feel like I could cry. Oh, darling, tell me, is it you? My one and only Kai?
Yeah, I'm Kai. Do I know you? What? You're a mermaid.
Oh, silly me. I'm always far too quick to jump for joy. You don't know me. I don't know you. You're not my darling boy.
No, I'm not. The man you loved, he was my grandfather. But he's not here anymore.
My darling Kai, my one true love, the one that I adored. You died alone and friendless on this cold and windswept shore? Oh, how could I forget we mermaids live 500 years? Quick as a flash, a human life just ups and disappears. Without Kai, hours seem to pass too slowly to be true. But now I see cruel time was flowing faster than I knew.
Hey!
Thanks for finding Kai for me. You've been a proper friend. To trace my love across the sea until the bitter end. I said I would reward you, and I mean to pay that debt. You'll find your prize upon the selfsame island where we met. I'm sorry I can't come along and see you on your way, but now I'm here, I can't go back. I think I have to stay. I waited for you so long, through sun and stormy weather. But now it's time, at long last, we're going to be together. You've got your granddad's hands, you know. So soft yet strong and honest. The hands of one who'd never ever make a faithless promise. A mermaid who sets foot on land will perish in the brine. But that's all right. I got to meet my darling one last time. If I had been a human, or if he had been like me, perhaps we could have lived together, happy as can be. But I'm a mermaid, he's a man. There's no point asking why. He was my one true love, but now it's time to say goodbye.
I can't stop thinking I've seen her somewhere before. Of course! Grandpa's cabin!
Did he paint pictures of her?
What's this? A letter?
This is Grandpa's handwriting. Dearest beloved, ever since you saved me on the day of the great storm, the dream of one day being reunited with you is all I have lived for. But now I fear that dream is over. Forgive me, my darling, but I cannot keep my promise. Some years after my boat was burned and I was exiled to this beach, the fishing fleet was hit by another great storm, and many people lost their lives. The Kahuna and his daughter Leilani's husband were among them. One night, not long afterward, I saw a woman standing on the cliffs. She had a baby in her arms. It was Leilani, the woman who was once to be my wife. With her father and husband gone, she had lost all hope and all reason. I called out to her, but in her grief, she could not hear me. Before my disbelieving eyes, she threw herself into the ocean. I tried to save them. I did everything I could, but only the baby survived.
Kai?
Huh?
You're sure you're fine to row back home? You're not in any pain? I wish you'd let me keep you till you're fighting fit again.
Don't worry about me, Michelle. You fixed me up real good. I'm fitter than ever.
Kai, I know you've got to go. There's things you have to do. Just promise me you'll be back soon. I'll wait right here for you.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry, Michelle. I can't leave. I can't just be thinking of myself anymore. This child needs me. The villagers say you put a curse on me, but it's only because they don't understand. They don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else. You have to forgive them. They don't know you like I do. They don't know you at all, and what they don't know, they fear. I sometimes wonder if you're still sitting there, on that rock, still waiting for me to return. But it's too late for me now. I'll never make it back there. I'll understand if you can never forgive me, but I want you to know one thing. I love you. I always will. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so hard on you. Without you, I'd never have known all of this. Never met Michelle. All this time, I hated that mermaid for what she did to my grandfather. But now I see how he really felt. He wasn't cursed. He really loved her.